Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back again to my channel. This is Gist with Julie. Well, this very one goes to the Nollywood. Like, seriously, Nollywood, what is it? A lot of things pointing fingers has been on since January on the Nollywood. Like, Nollywood, a lot of people have been having a lot of complaints generally about Nollywood, everything happening in the Nollywood, because that's what we even talk about. We talk about everything happening in the Nollywood. So basically, this gist is for Nollywood as a whole. There is this thing, I got it from from our platform. Someone complaining that I didn't take the screenshots of that complaint. I think Omonioboli, it has to do with Omonioboli taking down a movie because it has already been scripted and be acted on, like, by two different channels on YouTube, and then it was sold to her to still act, and it happened that the movie is word to word everything, and then she had to take it down because many had already pointed to it that it is already played in different YouTube channels, and as in like two different YouTube channels. I didn't take notes. I didn't know I was going to be discussing about this very gist until this morning. So I would have gotten all the information. So I know many of you must have seen it. Omonioboli taking down a very movie that had already been sold to different producers, and they have already acted on it and they have uploaded on their channel. I think one has 200 and something thousand subscribers on one something a channel like that on YouTube. And it happens that this movie, unknown to her, was sold to her, unknown to her that this script has already been sold to different Nollywood producers, and they have already used it. But seriously, this goes to Nollywood writer. Is it that people have gone out of what to write? Is it the old? I don't know. I just don't understand. No wonder we keep having this same storyline over and over and over and over again. When you go to YouTube, you keep finding a particular movie being acted in another channel with different actors. Okay, look at the restaurants that we saw at. That's one example I can pinpoint. There are many other movies that many people have complained that we have seen this storyline. We have seen, the only difference is that the different actors is what make the movie different. But every word, every statement, acting, and all that is the same. Is it that there is no more story? Is it that Nollywood writers have run out of stories? In fact, it's really appalling. For her taking that, do you know how much she has spent acting those movies? How much she has spent in the making of that movie? And she has to take it down because it has already been used. I think somebody made a statement saying that the writer should be sued. Yes, how can you be writing and be selling to different people when you know they are using it for almost the same purpose? Okay, it's not bad for you to sell it to 2 or 3 different persons, but make sure that these scripts you're selling to them are being used in 3 different places. If you're selling it to 3 different personality or producer, make sure they are not using it in the same place. One can use it in cinema, the other one can use it on Netflix, and the other one can use it on YouTube. At least, even if people see it, they will say, okay, I saw it on Netflix. The other will say, I saw it on YouTube. The other will say, I saw it on cinema. So it shouldn't be in the same platform. My goodness, what is really happening? All these script writers, people don't get conscience at all. Oh. How can you collect 3 money, like different money, selling the same very? Is it that you've run out of what to write? There are many writers out there. Please, I think this goes out for Nollywood producer. I know you are just there producing movies. You don't write. There are people whose specialty is about writing stories. So you can source out. There are people, no faces, that they are writing magic. You can source out for these people. But now using a popular writer simply because they are within the Nollywood, people use them. They will go at selling the same write-up to different people. Look at the restaurant, like I was saying. Restaurant was acted on Uche Nabnabo. I think Sonia Uche was on that very note. And we saw that very thing being acted by Perawat and which other person? I think I saw it. I've seen it in 3 different channels about that restaurant. People slapping everybody in the restaurant up and down. Like 3 channels have used this movie, use this script. My goodness, you people should change now. This is another era. There is one unique thing. This is not because we are supporting Sonia or because we are supporting her family. Uchenasi is one person that I have seen that I've not seen. I am confidently saying it. Her own movie is always different from YouTube. You won't see people competing with you can't see movie of Uchenasi being played in another channel. She always very unique. I don't know the people she's always using. No, I think that woman is very intelligent. She has this Igbo business kind of way of doing things. All her movies, you may say, okay, this movie, and you won't see it in another channel. I've seen, and then her children have learnt this too. Chinenye Nebe is a producer as well. If you watch her movies, very unique. I think she always uploads her movie out Uchenna Bona. But if you watch Chinenye Nebe movies, you will not see it anywhere. You will not see it. It's very unique. I don't know how they do it. I think they got this talent from their mother. Then you see Sonia Uchi. Most of the movies that we have watched of Sonia's, you will see it anywhere. Rather, they are the one copying them. They will be the one copying Uchenasi. They are the one copying Chinenye Nebe. They are the one copying Sonia Uchi. I won't see them. But I think their mother is kind of teaching them how they do these things. And it will be good for them because you will not have any scandal with their movies. You will not have scandal whatsoever with their movies because nobody will come and start quarreling you. Hey, my movie is showing on Sonia on Uchenasi TV. I don't know. They copied it. This person, you won't hear anything of such. Rather, you will see people stealing her kind of storyline and going to act. See, I think the best thing is for you people to protect your work, protect your script, and protect the person that you're using. Anybody who is writing for you must always write an undertaking that, okay, basically are writing for me. Please do not. Anyway, or better still, ask them if they had sold this script, because not after spending your money acting on that script, you will find out that it has already been used, thereby making you to take it down. You will pay every dime that I've used in acting that movie. I think that's what producers should be coming out for right now. You should be telling them right now that you writers, this is what is happening now on everywhere. You give us a used a script, and we act and upload, and at the end of the day, we'll find out that it has already been acted on, and then making us to take it down. If such a thing happen, you people should be taking undertaking with all these writers, because this is very painful. Imagine Omonioboli taking down those, she's this big producer that always acts, and she spends money in her movies. I imagine her taking down because of this kind of singular thing. And the writer won't even think that this thing has been sold and the money collected. You have collected the money. How many money you want to collect on top one script? How about now? May you think now? If now you, how you go do you? Say you act movie, constantly taken down. It doesn't make sense. So all these things, people should be taking, producers, the Nollywood, people should be all out this year for all these writers, because they are not having that conscience. They are not having, they are just there to make money, and they don't care. If they will sell it to A, B, C, D, E, F, and they will continue collecting money on top of one script. If you can think of a better idea this year on how to secure your script, secure your movie, better for you. Competition is on a high level, and people want to use any script. Many producers will be springing up, and they won't care of the story they want to use. They will keep, they won't mind. Even I'm sure most of these writers too will tell them, I've already used. They will say they don't mind. They need something to produce and upload. So you need to secure. Let them take it with you that these scripts they are being selling to you or they are writing for you has not been sold to anybody. That is what you ask them before you even start up acting with them, acting on the script. This script, has it been given out before? Have you sold it before? Has anybody used it before? Has it been used on YouTube channel? Find out all these things. Make you no go the enter wahala where go pass you. After you don't spend money, act movie, pay actors. then welfare, and then source out locations for you to act movie, and then and everything, transportation, and maybe hotels, hangout or whatever, maybe those people staying, the actors has to be lodged in a hotel, and after spending all this money, and then they will tell you, the YouTube will tell you there's a channel that has word to words of the same movie. It will be so painful. So before you buy any script, don't be desperate, like desperate. Okay, I saw Uchinasi towards the ending of 2024 December. She was showing the script of 2025. He needed to see the massive scripts, and they were tying and binding it. That's why I keep asking this woman, how does she do it? Protecting her own this thing. Now she will keep it safe somewhere and be taking it one after the other. So anyone who is engaged, all the producers in Nollywood, listen now. Anytime you want to engage on any kind of production of movies this year, make sure you inquire about the script or you're buying, because somebody else may have used it. Except maybe you don't care. Maybe you're desperate to buy any kind of scripts. You go suffer them at the end of the day. Go and learn. Ask questions from those who do it well and do it better. Most of the people that we support, many of their channels, you can't see this repetition. Rather, people are the one copying from them. And of course, when you copy from them, YouTube will tell you this thing exists somewhere. So now you go still suffer them at the end of the day. So please, this year, what is happening? Like Nollywood, we need a total change, a total turnaround this year, because I said it earlier on my gist that this year is going to be very stiff. The competition this year is going to be like more than last. It had already started towards the ending of last year. I spotted the fact that there is a whole lot going to be happening in the year 2025. And it is already happening. People are desperate to use even already used scripts because of what movie. I bet Mona change this year and another year. We need this something very different. All right, my people, till I come again. I don't know if anybody of you saw those kind of, that's a bringing down of the Omonioboli and every parava. People were kind of complaining. People were talking about it. People were telling Omonioboli that she tried taking it down, that she stood for integrity. I mean, she stood for what they were praising her. Anyways, it's very painful. But at the end of the day, you just have to do what you have to do. Just go on a different slate. Like, try to source out new writers that have not been in the Nollywood, that has massive and good storylines. You can write it on your social media. If you've not sold movies or write scripts for Nollywood producers, please contact me on this number. You see a lot of them flooding on your DM, and you get a beautiful story that is different from what we've been seeing. We need a different storyline this year. Nollywood, Mona, take note. Till I come again, I'm just Vigili.